So I want to talk briefly about parrots. Okay, this is actually very interesting because I didn't know these facts. Okay, and about parrots that is, and I was actually very surprised to learn that parrots. Oops, parrots. What did I say? Oopsie. Yeah, I was very surprised to learn that parrots actually live for years and years. The other thing that surprised me also was with dogs. For some reason, I don't know. I used to think that dogs maybe live for like maybe more than 10 years or 15 years, but apparently not. So there's a lot to learn. Okay, before we move on to the parrots, let's find out um, how long dogs live for. So 10 to 13 years. Yeah. Okay. That's more than I thought. I thought maybe like they live up to 80 years, but 10 to 13 years. Okay, quite interesting. So that would be a bit scary because maybe if you have a dog as your pet, you know, and your dog is probably maybe approaching 6, 7 years, I think you start getting anxious then because you're like, oh my gosh, my dog might only live up to 10 years. But then again, we never know how long we live for, so there's that too. Yeah, but for the parrots, I was really surprised about parrots. So parrots really can live for years and years and years, and they can outlive their owners. I was like, what? That is insane. Yes, and parrots are the only animals. Yeah, they're birds, so they're animals, right? The only animals that actually speak, like they repeat what you say. Have I experienced this? No. Do I believe that this happens? Yes. There's no reason for me to doubt this, especially when it's something that people really talk about. And I've seen videos of parrots talking, like repeating words. So I'm inclined to believe that parrots actually do speak. Okay. But I did not know that they actually live for a very long time. Yes, Caleb, long time no see. Oh, I'm so glad you're still here. Thank you for joining me. Oh my gosh. Even though this is just a very short live, because I have to rush somewhere, but thank you so much, Caleb. Yeah, so parrots live for a long time. Okay. So as pets, this is according to Google. All right. Hi, Danny. How are you? As pets, so smaller parrots, the smaller ones, live between 10 to 30 years. That is a long time for an animal. I just learned when I was in Masai Mara that lions live up to 9 years. Oh, I was like, I thought the king of the jungle lives for years and years. I was like, what? What? Say, what now? Yeah, so that is so interesting. Where are you from? I'm from Kenya. Parrot, lovely to yeah. Hi, scared. Guys, if you're new here, please subscribe, yeah, to the channel. Yeah, so this is very interesting. And I don't know. So maybe you can get, I don't know if any of you, okay, let me paraphrase that question. Would you guys be interested in having a parrot as a pet? Especially knowing that a parrot can live from 10 to 30 years. That's the small parrots. The larger ones, which this I did not know, I'm just finding out now with you guys. The larger ones live from 40 to 80 years. What? I don't know how true this is. According to Google or now AI or the search engine that I'm using, the others may even reach up to 100 years. How true is this, guys? 100 years? Ooh, that is a long time. That's a long time. And I don't know what their memory is like, because if they can live for so many years, do you know how many secrets they have with them? Because they listen into a lot of conversations, because they're there, they're your pet, they're in the house, you know? That is crazy. That's definitely a family pet. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So they look colorful, they look nice and pretty, but I just don't know about having a bird as a pet, and especially a bird that repeats what I say. It's like you have an echo in the house. Oh, you say, oh, and then they're like, oh. That is so crazy, you know? Interesting. So they actually have like different species, which I think I would have known, but I've always just thought that parrots are parrots. That's crazy. But we do have different species, and the lifespans depend, on what kind of parrots we're talking about. Like, so there's one called budgies, type of parrot called budgies. Budgies. That sounds like fudge. Fudges. Sounds like a snack. Not that I would eat a parrot or anything. Oh, you can teach the parrot an accent. Ooh, that is interesting. So parrots in Kenya would speak differently from parrots in the US or the UK or Australia or Asia. That is insane. Crazy. All right. Cockatiles. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Maybe not. That's 15 to 25 years. Then conures, spelled Conures, just in case my pronunciation is off. 15 to 20 years. Amazon parrot. Ooh, we do have Amazon parrots. Amazon. That is crazy. Amazon parrots. Wow. Maybe from the Amazon. 40 to 70 years. Oh my gosh. 40 to 70 years. That is a long time. Then the macaws, spelled Macaws, 35 to 50 years. Oh, we do have African greys. Come on, Africa. Yeah, we have to be represented. African greys, 40 to 60 plus years. Wow. Now I'm really interested in like learning more about birds and especially parrots. I want to learn more about parrots, find out why they are the only animals that can speak, you know? That is insane. Cockatoos. Spelled Cockatoos. 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 40 to 70 plus years. Let me tell you, just learning that a parrot can even live up to 20 years was so, so surprising. I was so shocked. I don't know, because I just never thought that a bird would live that long, you know? So maybe if you have a parrot, you have to think of, what would happen after you kick the buckets. Like, who would you leave your parrot to? Oh my gosh, if you're writing a will, you have to have the parrot in the will. You have to work hard for your bird, make sure the parrot is well taken care of, because they're probably going to outlive the owners. So it's only right that you make sure that they're taken care of. That is insane. Insane. Yeah. So what do you guys think about these fun facts? That parrots can live for a long, long time. Maybe you guys already knew about this. I just found out and I was like, I have to come on here and share this. Because especially after knowing how long lions live for. Do you guys know the lifespan, for lions? Let me see. I'm I'm thinking 9 to 10 years because this is what I was told by our guide in the Masai Mara. And they are very good with lions, the Masais, with wildlife in general. Yeah, 10 to 14 years. Okay. Oh, this is while they're in captivity. How come Google says up to 20 years, but the Masai guide told us up to like 10 years? So who should I believe? Google or the person who actually interacts with the animals and lives in the wild. That is insane. Insane. And this is crazy. So they say here that the ones in the zoos have a longer lifespan, like in captivity, quote unquote. Wow. Is there a lion called Scarface about 13 years? I don't know. Where? In Kenya? That's an interesting question. I don't know. I don't know. Was that in Lion King? Okay, so they say 10 to 14 years. Typically, that's how long they live for in the wild. But that they live longer if they're like in zoos or parks or anything. Maybe about 5 years ago. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. That's an interesting question. But isn't it crazy that they say that they live longer when they're not in the wild? I would think that they live longer in the wild because that's their natural habitat, you know? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah, so they say that the things that affect the lifespan for lions, and I would believe maybe this one applies to all the animals in the wild, I would hope. Habitat, so where they live, the gender. So the lionesses live longer than the lions. Oopsie. Competition and territory, if they're engaged in a lot of fights and stuff like that, you can wear them out. But I thought that's why they're the king of the jungle. Oh. Human lion conflicts. Yeah, this is something that has been going on in Africa for a very long time, where there was a lot of poaching, people hunting lions, especially like the Maasai tribe, for you to be recognized as a man when you're now like growing into manhood from a boy, you have to go to the wild, kill a lion, and bring the head. Obviously, that doesn't happen now. I would hope not. I would hope that it doesn't happen because, we only have so much lions left in the world and in the wild. And in the wild, I believe. So we want to make sure that, we protect the wild. And then natural disasters, droughts, and things like that. I think they are precious animals. Yes, they are. Yep. All right, guys. I have to go, but it's been nice. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have a longer session. Yeah. I feel like there's still more to talk about different animals, what you would have as a pet, the different lifespans. I think it's interesting to find out how long these animals live for, and then that could also be like a deciding factor when you're looking to probably get a pet or something like that. I really, really want a pet still. I want a small, tiny, cute dog. But we shall see. We shall see what happens. Yeah. So you guys take care, enjoy your Sunday. Sunday is like chill modes day, where you just relax, get ready for Monday, get ready for the week, Yeah. So lovely being here at the live. Thank you, Danny. Thank you so much. Caleb, I hope you're still there. If you're not, it was lovely to see you, and I hope I'll see you again. And thanks to everyone who joined. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your love. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Enjoy your Sunday. We need to relax, chill, enjoy the Sunday, and then let's get ready for the work week. Yay. Bye, guys. And like I always say, please, please, please be a kind human. It does not cost a thing. Until next time, bye.